All right, my trannylicious divas.
Trannylicious divas.
We gotta. I never thought I'd say this on this podcast, but we gotta talk about Azealia Banks and J.K. Rowling
What?
because to me that has been sort of the beating heart of transgender culture this week, right? Like it's most of what I've thought about, and we had a party recently where we talked about it extensively.
I've had trannylicious diva running through my mind at all hours of the day.
Anytime I do anything like cunty or fish for the past few days, all I can think about is like, damn, that's exactly what a trannylicious diva would do.
We're just living our trannylicious diva lives.
So for context, Azealia Banks earlier this week, noted transphobe in the past, by the way. She's been very transphobic, most notably towards Arca a few years ago. And then Arca had that hilarious like comment in a Discord that she would only forgive Azealia Banks if she came out as trans so she could be a gay man like she's always wanted to be, which is also hilarious. I guess at some point Azealia Banks turned heel and has started tweeting a bunch of pro-trans stuff, which is really funny. She's like a clinically insane person, so I guess it's questionable whether or not you like really want her as an ally. But one thing that she is absolutely goddamn hilarious.
Yeah, I have to say I'm liking this. I hope it's not a phase, but I'm liking this phase. I hope it lasts, but knowing her, I feel like next month she's gonna be saying some shit about the dolls.
I like Azealia Banks when she's on my side.
Yeah, exactly.
Queen! She made 2 and 2.
She did.
So,
oh my god.
In a series of tweets recently, she was very critical in the classic kind of way that she is, where she just makes insane, audacious, hilarious assumptions about people in trying to explain why J.K. Rowling turned transphobic, and in the process made some pretty iconic turns of phrase like trannylicious diva, and comments about hairdressers and makeup artists creating that very hyper feminine doll coded image, and it's great.
Yeah.
I don't think I've retweeted or quote tweeted any of it. I know Lex has.
I did, and I really I never put like inflammatory stuff or on my timeline, especially not like, I'm usually against platforming like dunks on people like J.K. Rowling because it's just like lame. It's just like we've heard it all before, but this tweet really delighted me to see.
Definitely.
And she spat.
Right, and consistently. And like the thing with Azealia Banks' manic posting is that like she'll post like 40 tweets about something. And so she went off a whole sequence of very pro-trans shit, and many hilarious moments along the way. So that beckons the question, do we forgive Azealia Banks? Has the LGBT community forgiven Azealia Banks?
It's weird for someone who has been so publicly transphobic. She really did articulate some she like really defended the position of trans women and I guess trans people in general really well in her tweet to J.K. Rowling a month ago, not this most recent one with the trannylicious diva. But she's tweeted J.K. Rowling before and made some really well articulated points about like this hate towards trans people is so ridiculous, and why, if she's so ready to like make such a well articulated statement in support of us, how could she turn around and completely fucking flip directions?
I hope she doesn't. Like I hope she sticks with it this time. I don't know, to me the Arca thing was taking place at a time in her life where she seemed really uncomfortable with her own crash out, and this is total celebrity watch projection, but I think these days she's a lot more stable and understanding of her position as like someone who's an internet provocateur first and a musician second. you know? And so I think she carries herself a little better and is probably a little bit more sane on the internet. So I hope she sticks to this.
She's been tweeting a lot about Lady Gaga's new album, Mayhem. She's a total Gaga stan as well.
I think hasn't she kind of always been a big Gaga stan?
I don't know, because I feel like in the past, she would have written off Gaga for, like, being white or something.
For being Italian.
Or for allegedly being a tranny.
Right.
Totally would do that.
Well, you know, I think with Azealia, I think I saw somewhere that she has, like, a trans brother or something.
Oh, that's cool. That would certainly be a mind changer. I didn't actually know that.
I might just be making it up.
That's definitely true. I mean, I remember her saying something about how she had, like, at the time she's saying my gay sister, but now it's, I think they've transitioned now, so.
Yeah. So I'm sure that had probably a factor in changing her view on us.
Okay, 2 thoughts. First being, I don't think the 3 of us are the right people to decide whether or not Azealia Banks is forgiven, because we all stream her music constantly.
Oh, yeah, we're biased.
we're very much pro Azealia Banks. Music, for sure.
The music, not her takes, usually.
Her takes have not dissuaded any of us from listening to her music a lot over the years. So that discussion will be up to someone else whether or not the LGBT community has forgiven Azealia Banks. Second, quicker thought is that I think we all also kind of agree about Mayhem, that it's the whole, like, 75% of it is, like, freaky, throwback, supernatural, erotic Gaga bangers, and then it completely deflates at the end with 3 very bad, unnecessary ballads.
I agree.
Yeah. I think one of the songs... Wait, I have to look up which one it was.
Rare for, like, the 3 of us to be so synchronous.
Oh, yeah.
In a take, but...
How Bad Do You Want Me just sounds like a Taylor Swift song.
That was, like, the worst... Like, not the... Like, I made a tier list because...
Oh, you made a tier list?
I made a tier list because I have a long time Little Monster friend who made their own tier list, and I made a tier list out of, like, solidarity with them. I think I put that How Bad Do You Want Me as, like, the lowest song, because I'm like, I swear she's made this song
even
before.
Lower than the ballads at the end?
Yeah, I do too.
I don't mind the Bruno Mars ballad.
Really? Die With a Smile?
That one's tolerable.
I think that song's good. I've just heard it way too much.
It has been, like, the biggest song in the world for 6 months. I think that Garden of Eden is the best Gaga song in the last 10 years.
Oh, yeah, that one is, like, underrated
that
on that album.
That would absolutely be
fantastic.
my S-tier Mayhem song. Now that that's out of the way, welcome to Brain Frot. What episode is this? 15?
Not sure.
Every single fucking episode, we're always like, we're gonna check what the episode number is, and then we fucking don't.
This is episode 16.
Episode 16. My name is Lavender.
Oh, my name's Lex.
And our bestie is here.
Hi.
Bestie May.
Yeah.
Welcome.
It's so nice to be here.
When we met, you and I, this podcast was pretty new. I think we'd only done like 2 or 3 episodes. And I remember seeing you at a party and then seeing you again like a week or 2 later. And you were like, I listened to your podcast. It was funny. And I was like, now it's real. I was like, oh, now the streets are listening to the podcast. Now I met a girl at a party and she went home and listened to my podcast. So maybe I should pay the fuck attention to what I say and what I do on this podcast now. And now you're on the podcast now.
Yeah, what a crazy progression. I mean, I first met you and you said something about having a podcast and like having a meme page and all this shit. And then I was going on a jog, and I usually like to listen to like podcasts or like video essays or that type of shit on my runs. So I thought I'd give it a listen, and the first episode is literally you guys talking about like Lex's first play party.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh wow, these guys are wild.
I think we live up to the wild rhetoric.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone back and listened to any of our old episodes?
Not me. I don't even listen to our current ones.
No, I know. If I didn't edit them, I wouldn't either. But a friend was going through and like catching up on the whole thing and kept like mentioning moments to me. And I was surprised how little I remembered. I was like, oh, I didn't even fucking remember that we talked about that. I told that story where Lex tries to put on a chastity cage.
Oh, that one's really good.
Instant classic, and I completely forgot about it until a friend was re-listening to the podcast and reminded me. It's great.
I would probably, if we ran the episodes back, like re-recorded them, I would probably say the exact same things.
I bet you would. Yeah. I bet if you went back and listened to it, you would think thoughts in your head, and then past Lex would say exactly what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm. Which is just evidence to predeterminism, don't you think?
Oh my god. Throwing it back to 6 months ago when we had a month-long predeterminism versus free will debacle.
And it really pissed me off because I want to be free will so bad, but I can't deny that I would do the same shit all over again.
I love that pissed you off. You're just so optimistic that you want to have free will so bad.
Yeah.
You mean you would do exactly the same shit if you knew everything that was gonna happen?
Well, that's different. Not if you
No.
knew
Just
everything that was
mean,
going to
like-
happen.
It just means like if like clear my mind into a blank slate and like make me, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
No, I see what you're saying.
Like
Like
if-
that makes more sense. Like
If you restarted from birth with no knowledge of anything that happened, would we
Right.
be sitting right here in this arrangement having this conversation
I
again
probably would as
in
well.
an exactly identical universe?
Right, like I would have made all the same choices.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the fundamentals of predeterminism.
I think I agree.
Oh, that pisses me off.
I think it's fine.
Why does it piss you off? You're an automaton, so what? Everybody is.
I don't want to feel like I'm just a sim.
But you love Sims.
I do love Sims.
You're also a simp.
So true.
Yeah.
You used to be a simp for all, but now you're a simp for one.
Mm-hmm.
We
for
covered that
you.
in the last
Good for
podcast
you.
episode. You did listen to that one, didn't you, with your girlfriend? So she could critique your
Well,
defense
no,
of
my
monogamy?
my girlfriend actually listened to it by herself because she loves me so much.
Aww.
Swoopy.
Do you think she'll listen to this one?
No.
That's awesome. None of my fucking girlfriends listen to this podcast. I don't think
Well-
Ani even listened to the episode she was on.
Your girlfriends have sat in on him.
They've been here for the recording of a couple. Yeah, totally.
Should we talk about like a topic?
Yeah. You looked like you had something to say.
No.
No, don't worry about it. I'm happy to take over. It's funny May would impromptu mention the meme page because I tagged her in a post recently. I took the Girl Squad from Taylor Swift's Bad Blood music video. Terrible song. I don't care what Lex says. Awful song.
I even like the Kendrick verse.
Oh, can't do that right now. Gotta focus. I took a screenshot of when they're all walking away from the explosion at the end of the Bad Blood music video and labeled the kinds of people that every doll squad needs, which is like a
Token T-boy.
which is like a MILF and a top and a meme page admin. And the one that everybody honed in on was the DEIT boy, which is kind of funny. Lex used to kind of be our DEIT boy. Still kind of is.
Still am.
But we have also, there's a second DEIT boy now that was tagged in that photo instead of you. The unsung underrated fifth member of the doll squad that the under-acknowledged was the straight girl. And that's where Bestie May over here got tagged.
I would like to say something now that I'm on this podcast and I could set the record straight. Sorry, that was not a purposeful pun. I know that every bi girl with a boyfriend says this. I know this is the fucking line that gets memed to death that everyone makes fun of. I know that. But I would like to say, I'm actually not straight.
So, like, part of the reason why I was like, we gotta have May on the podcast to talk about this, aside from the Azealia Banks thing, was also because we were at a party a few days ago talking about that meme that I made. And we were and it was like, we were talking about how only in our friend group, which is this, like, this compressed fucking, like, black hole of AGP trans lesbians, like, only within that friend group are you the straight girl.
Yeah.
Like, you're functionally bisexual. Like, you have hooked up with other dolls plenty in your life. You had a, like, actual lesbian relationship. Is only because you have a cis boyfriend in the carousel of AGP girls that we hang out with that are all dating and fucking each other, that you're like not the straight girl, you're the straightest girl.
The metaphor that we like to use a lot is, for those who have seen Sex and the City, on like, compared to every cis person, basically,
like, in broader society as a whole,
we're all Samantha.
Yeah, everybody we know and hang out with is a Samantha.
But on a relative scale, if we're just talking about our friend group, I am the Charlotte of the group.
That's such a humbling thing to admit. I don't think I could ever find myself in a position where I said those words. Lex, what do you think about all this?
Well, I was wondering if you guys thought about who I would be in Sex and the City, like what guy or whatever.
I hadn't really thought about it. You have kind of become not a gay best friend, but a platonic best friend, in the sense that a lot of gay best friends are to women, you know? Like, you never really think of the men of Sex and the City and their characteristics and how to identify them, because who gives a shit?
I feel like, I mean, I know you said the men, but, like, if I were to use the, like, 4 friends, like, the main cast, I feel like because of your, like, status as, like, certified lover boy, you'd probably also lean more Charlotte.
Yeah, but, like, that's kind of annoying to me.
because you're freaky and Charlotte's not freaky.
Yeah.
Like, I know why that annoys you. And trust me, on the earth, in society, you're also a Samantha. Yes, you are. In the world, you're like a whore in the universe, just like us.
Oh.
But only
they are like us.
Only when you zoom in. Only when you zoom in.
Wait, May did a Kendrick reference. I liked it.
They are like us, actually.
Refocusing.
Oh, okay.
This is a provocative question, I think, but do you feel like because you're a trans mask dating a trans femme, do you feel like you ever give straight vibes, or is, like, nothing you can do straight because you're non-binary?
I certainly at times will feel straight and lesbian and gay.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Like,
do you want to elaborate on that?
No.
Actually, yeah, fuck you. They don't need to say anything else.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I mean,
I feel that we contain multitudes, you know, of like I feel like we are like lesbian in that like I love women and I'm kind of like a butch or something, and like I don't know, I'm like they them lesbian vibes, but then also straight in that like I'm kind of just a guy and she's a girl.
mm-hmm.
And then sometimes gay. That one's harder to explain. It's kind of just a vibe. It's like,
Are you saying that you like your relationship feels like a gay relationship, or that you just sometimes identify with gay men?
I think that sometimes it feels gay sexually,
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
but relationship wise feels lesbian. And then also sometimes straight in all ways.
I see. That, for being complete gibberish, that made a surprising amount of sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm hearing you loud and clear. But would you, like, she calls you boyfriend, right?
Yeah, and I call her girlfriend.
Do you think that, are the two of you, like, conscious of the fact that sometimes you're performing straightness? Like, is that something you think about, or are you just pure vibes?
I think so. I think we like that it's like straight vibes.
I will say, you were pretty happy earlier when I pointed out that you have a job and you're the breadwinner and that she likes housewife duties and cleans your dishes.
Yeah, that feels pretty good. I do clean my dishes sometimes, for the record. But
Beating the non-binary allegations.
I think what I was going to say is, have you seen those straight girls who wear those shirts that say, I'm a slut for my gay little boyfriend?
I haven't, but that's
They
awesome.
do that?
Okay, well,
Get me one.
she sent me that shirt, and then I saw someone at Cruise wearing that shirt as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, I mean, you wouldn't get it if you didn't have a gay little boyfriend.
That's true. My boyfriend's not like a gay little boyfriend.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe your boy. I feel that way about the DEIT boy previously mentioned.
Right.
That I tagged Dogboy Swag as his meme page. Like, he's kind of like, he's my gay little boy in the sense that
Right.
he likes cis men a lot, but he's also riding with the dolls.
Well, I'd say we're actually pretty bisexual.
You and your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, definitely.
So it's like kind of a bisexual relationship.
Do you avoid identifying as bisexual because of the stigmatization of it?
No, I'm actually like pro-bisexual, like I am bisexual.
I'm probably bisexual too, but I'm not gonna, like, I'm lesbian in the way that lesbian covers the umbrella of everything I need. You know? Like, I don't fuck cis guys anymore. So, lesbian covers, like, when I'm fucking with T-boys, it's because they're he-him lesbians.
I mean, I guess I'm more of a lesbian in that way, but I do sometimes also feel gay. Like, I think I feel like all letters of the alphabet.
That's awesome. You're like the Avatar.
I feel like in my experience around lesbians, people who identify as lesbians, I've met a lot of lesbians who do sleep with cis men more often than I would imagine.
There's a lot of them.
A lesbian would, especially at my college, Lewis and Clark College in Portland, Oregon.
Called out by name is crazy. Oh my god, shout out to the Dare.
Oh my god. Okay.
What, did the Dare go there?
Shout out famous Lewis and Clark alumni, the Dare and Monica Lewinsky.
Good for
Whoa.
Queen.
Two bisexual icons.
Two bisexual queens. Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so you, girl who had a lesbian relationship at her college, did you ever, did you ever anticipate at any point in your life before like a year ago being a girl with a cis boyfriend?
Uh, I wasn't opposed to it, and I mean, I wouldn't say I was. I don't think I was expecting it because I was kind of aiming. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of focused on like T for T right now.
Mm-hmm.
But what I discovered is that all the trans guys I'm interested in are fucking
Only
gay.
have eyes for each other. Those gay ass bitches.
That's so strange that's how it falls for you, because I feel like when I meet other T-boys, they're straight, like for trans girls.
Where are they?
Like,
Do you really feel that way?
I think because that's me, I really recognize others who are like that. So it's like I hone in on them as like comrades.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I'm not the biggest T-boy chaser in the world, but I always hear May complaining about how all the T-boys are gay and they only have eyes for each other. And what made me realize that is that we have been going to the Trans Dudes of LA T-boy Thursdays here in LA, and seeing them and talking to them at that function certainly gives you the impression that it's just a big gay pit of gay T-boys with no interest in dolls whatsoever. I've gone home with dolls twice from the two we've been to, the only two they've had so far. Both times I've gone home with other trans women. So I think there is a little something to the idea that that there's per capita a lot of T-boys that are interested in either other T-boys or just cis gay men. Which we've talked about before on the podcast, how many T-boys take the route of just ingratiating themselves into cis gay man culture.
Right, or I'd say the other typical other route is remaining in lesbian culture, like cis and non-binary lesbian culture, which, like, I don't know, if you're a trans woman, you could like get in on that scene and find yourself a he/him lesbian, right?
Hypothetically. But, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm with one of the principal T-boy chasers. I don't know where the evidence is. I don't know where the results are. Shouldn't she have a harem by now if that was the case?
I feel like I talk a big game, but I'm actually not. I have not been successful in that endeavor. Although
she's shy.
Well, yeah, I am a little shy.
I'm really trying to think of where the straight T-boys are, because, like, that's me.
It is you. Yeah.
Do you mean where, like, what functions they go to, where they hang out?
Well, what functions do they go to? Because let's think.
Okay.
Trans Dudes of LA, or the gay T-boys, as we said.
Trans Dudes of LA crowd is a lot of T-boy for T-boy type T-boys. Not exclusively, obviously. I'm sure that's not the case of every individual goddamn person who goes there. But I don't know.
What about?
Go ahead.
What about you look at the T-boys who show up to the doll functions?
Funny enough, that's what I was going to say. I think if you want the straight T-boys, you look to the trans femme slanted activities. Raves is going to be what I was going to go to. You know, raves are doll central, and we go to trans raves, and it's 90% dolls, but the T-boys who are there are interested in the dolls who are there, you know? And by and large.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I mean, it's a simplest presentation, you know, like that T-Boy Thursday is a trans guy's function. So the people who go there, for the most part, are looking for trans guys. And they will find them. You should go to that function if you're in LA. It's kind of lit. I like it a lot. And T-Boy wrestling. Except not the one on my birthday.
Oh, T-Boy Wrestling, man.
They gotta get you in there.
No, they beat my ass.
That's the point.
Don't
You
you
get your
want
ass
that?
beat by another boy in front of a bunch of cheering dolls.
I don't even know if the audience is all dolls. I feel like
It's it's at least half T-Boys from the only one that I went to. It's an act of voyeurism for a little weak guy like you. I don't think you're going in there trying to win. Like, you're going in there to, like, get, mostly naked and look sexy and get oiled up and pinned down in front of a bunch of trans people.
I'm like, ooh, who wants to see me get my ass beat?
I think a lot of people
I think
would.
a bunch of people would love to
I
see
want
you.
that twink obliterated.
Yeah. If we hosted a twink obliteration for you, we definitely sell out.
Twink obliteration, DIY,
Orky, please.
Whoa, what a double feature.
That would go crazy. You'd be insane to miss that double feature. Would you be comfortable getting beat up by a T-boy in front of a bunch of people? As a loosely sexual act?
Do you have stage fright?
I low-key would want my girlfriend to beat me up in front of people.
Only your girlfriend?
Yeah, 'cause I love her.
Aww.
And it'd be hot.
So at our next party, we're gonna have her beat you up, right? And everyone's gonna gather around and watch.
Well, she's shy.
Oh.
So she wouldn't beat you up in front of anyone. She just beats it up in private.
Yes.
I know that several recurring podcast listeners and one of my girlfriends watched me beat up a couple twinks at SoCal Creatures Pet Play Wrestling. But I destroyed my knee playing basketball last year, so I think my wrestling days may be over forever. Which is a shame.
When are we gonna get T-girl wrestling?
I mean, I remember there was wasn't there wrestling at Cruise?
I've seen some people wrestling at Cruise
Oh yeah,
before.
that was like all gender wrestling.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
fucking wrestling.
We need the trans free-for-all. Trans battle royale.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, I guess even at SoCal Creatures, it wasn't exclusively like trans people either. It was like T-boys, like two dolls, the mutual friend of ours that I beat the shit out of. I don't know. Do you think the dolls would be into T-girl wrestling? I think you might have a hard time getting volunteer. Like, okay, I think it would be just a bunch of butches.
Oh, I'd be into that.
We know. Okay, we know you would. I think you'd watch dolls do anything.
I watched Dolls Fix Your Towel Rack.
Dude, I watched dolls fix my towel rack too. That was sexy.
It was pretty awesome.
Very briefly, I want to comment on the butch dream being alive and well. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe I'm a little romantic. But to me, I think the highest pleasure a butch can have is fixing something for a femme who can't fix it for herself. And my fucking girlfriend broke my towel rack like 2 months ago. I've been bitching and complaining about it. I finally took my complaints public with a challenge to the butches in my life. I remade that meme that's like girls born after whenever eat hot chip and lie, play on their phone. I remade it about butches. I posted it to my personal account and had about 10 girls be like, I'll fix your fucking towel rack. I'll show you what butches are capable of. And 3 of them teamed up to fucking triple team my towel rack and fix it. And it was sexy. I put a picture of it on my story and on Sissy Allegations today. So the butch dream is alive and well.
I don't think we needed 3 whole people for that job.
Dude, you'd be surprised. I mean, I wasn't... Like, I heard the words they were saying. They didn't mean anything to me. But there was discussion, there was coordination, there was experimentation. It was an involved process.
And we didn't need to call maintenance about it.
No, we did not. That is why butches exist, so that I don't have to talk to our landlord for any reason whatsoever.
Women are so strong.
It's so empowering to know that even though I'm a fucking twink who can't fix a towel rack or use tools, I could call on the women who know how to use tools to do it for me. And I can do their nails or their makeup or their hair.
They don't want that.
You'd be surprised. There has to be some kind of equivalent exchange. Like, there has to be
Head.
something.
Let's just be honest.
I literally in my post said that I would offer head. And I did. I 100%, 2 out of 3, went back on that promise. Head was given. Drugs were given. I don't think food was given. But...
That's so cute.
We're watching Lex try to get their cat to say something into the microphone.
He sniffed.
Lex is bored with this episode.
I've been trying to get him to say something all episode.
He's not a big meower.
Sometimes he does.
Stuck his head in the couch. We're just narrating what your cat does.
He's just so cute.
What's he doing?
He is so cute. It's funny. Friday's here for every episode. But, of course, it's the one that the president of the Friday's the cat, the president of the Friday fan club, May, who's obsessed with this cat.
I just love him so much.
Sometimes I open May's Instagram story and my cat is on her story.
That's how big of a fan of this cat May is.
I think I've only been around a couple of cats in my life, and they've all been really mean to me, or they've run away from me. And Friday's the only cat I've met who's, like, so incredibly friendly. And also, it's like, I just haven't had a pet in a while, so it's like, this is, like, the closest thing I have to that, so it's like, oh my god. I don't know, I am kind of obsessed with him.
That's okay.
Oh.
That's good.
Thanks. I'm glad it's okay.
She's hardly the only one. He's the life of the party.
Mm-hmm. I do think of May as an auntie to Friday.
Auntie May is here. Oh,
Aunt May.
Okay, so I have a hypothetical question that was raised. I saw a mutual friend of mine pose this question to a bunch of trans people, and the question is, would you detransition for $1 billion?
Anybody want to go first? Okay, no. And I think that makes me a bad person. Because when I was originally prompted this question a few nights ago, I said no instantaneously, without really a whole ton of thought to it. And you rightfully pointed out to me that you think the question is harder than it seems, because if you had $1 billion and you detransition, you could use that money to essentially do incredible work for other trans people, be it funding their transition or housing or whatever they need, or donating to various progressive trans charities that are doing excellent groundwork for trans people, which is a good point. However, I don't want to be cis.
I don't think...
I like being a tranny.
Yeah, I don't think that makes you a bad person, because, like, you know, it just is a matter of what your priority is, and, you know, your priority is, like, living your life as you are.
Well, it's certainly a noble thing to do in that sense. It's almost sacrificial.
It is.
To surrender your transness in a way that could do so much good. I feel like a bad person. That's not going to make me change my answer. I'm not fucking detransitioning.
Well, the thing about being, like, a bad person is, like, you don't have to donate the money. You can keep the money if you want. That would make you a bad person.
That would make you a bad person.
But you could even donate to other things that aren't trans related, but I feel like if you detransition, you'll probably feel some level of guilt and want to give money to trans people, you know? That's what my thought process was. So I would have said yes, but only because my level of dysphoria is low enough that I feel like I could live as just like a butch girl, like, and like be comfortable with that and like use my money, for other trans people's transitions and whatever. But my answer is wholly dependent on me being okay with being perceived as a butch girl in theory if I had to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's still a queerness in the equation for me. If I had to go back to being like a straight girl, I wouldn't be able to do it, I think.
That's fair. And there's a playful relationship with gender in being a butch lesbian that persists.
Yeah, like, you can be gender non-conforming, but I think the detransition part of this would be like, you wouldn't be able to take hormones, or have surgeries, or change your pronouns.
Would the effect of your hormones be reversed?
Only the parts that can reverse. Because, I mean, real life...
there's no supernatural process where it's taken away. It's just...
Right, it's like a real life detransition.
Okay. I mean, still, no.
I feel like, I mean, I would be a really, really femme twink, I guess. Like, a gay male twink. But, like, I'd still be femme with it, I guess. Like, could I still... If in this scenario, would I have to wear, like, men's clothing? Or, like...
I guess that's a good question. Like, would it be cross-dressing then?
I mean, if you can be a butch lesbian...
Right.
She can be a femme twink.
True.
I guess I'd just be, like... I mean, I don't know. That feels like cheating. Because I mean, I wouldn't be on hormones. Because that's, like, the rule for this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But, like... Because I just don't see, like, me willingly detransitioning and, like, then going back wearing, like, men's clothes and, like, presenting as, like, a masculine guy.
Right.
I don't see that for me.
I mean, I think you can present as a feminine man, but within the hypothetical, it's like, he, him pronouns, your dead name, men's bathrooms.
I don't even get to change the name.
I mean, I guess you could, but to a man's name, yeah.
I mean, I feel like, oh my god, literally pull a detransition baby. And
literally,
pick a new name.
Uno reverse card. I absolutely fucking not. I was a femme twink, like, gay, femme presenting little faggot boy. I'm past it. I beat it. I'm not going back. Not for any amount of money. Do I ever want to be, he, hemmed, or be in a fucking men's bathroom or any of that bullshit?
Oh, I didn't think about that part. Oh,
I mean, yeah, it's because it's not just personal. You're re-entering the societal faculties of maleness, Yeah. Fuck that.
Shit, this is a lot harder than I thought. Because initially I was just like, I mean, I'll still be cunty. Like, I'll still be like, slaying the house dog food. But, like, if I have to live as a man and be perceived as a man, and, like, no matter how, like, feminine I present, like, within society, I'm still occupying the role of man.
Yeah.
In this scenario, fuck, man. Like,
you wouldn't be one of the dolls anymore. You'd be our gay best friend.
That's heartbreaking.
No,
that's heartbreaking.
How could you do this?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I literally can't imagine you as detransitioned.
Either of us?
Lav especially.
Oh.
I'm having trouble with May as well. I'm like imagining like a theater gay.
Oh no.
She did like Wicked a lot.
My secret dark past. I did theater in high school. Not just theater, I was also in show choir, which is basically, if you've seen the show Glee, that was basically my life in high school. I can't go back to that. I have to avoid that at all costs.
Do you think you would, like, since you're taking the deal and the two of us are not, I'll put it to you, like, what do you think would change in your life? Like, do you think you would change your hobbies? Any friends? Is there anything you would do as a butch lesbian that you're not doing now?
Well, honestly, it just occurred to me that I feel like what would be impacted most would be my relationship, because I can't really imagine not being in a, like, T for T, straight T for T type relationship.
You'd just be the cis lesbian with a doll girlfriend.
I shudder to think of that.
But you'd have $1 billion.
Ooh.
You can spoil her.
Well, then, like, yeah, she could, like, get anything she wanted.
Yeah. So, it's like The Simpsons. Do it for her.
But then, like, I feel like this is like making me sad to think about, but I feel like she wouldn't be attracted to me as, like, a cis girl because she loves T-boys.
Maybe so.
Oh my god, I can't do it.
That's
I can't do it.
Thought.
I can't do it.
Wow,
That was
we
what broke
just
you.
talked him out of it.
More like his girlfriend.
What a fucking lover boy. Oh my god. I can't do it if I can't take my girlfriend with me.
It made me sad.
That's actually making me think. I think. Well, okay, because I know my boyfriend would still want to be with me because he is, like, he's bi. He's into pretty much everyone. But, like, would he, in this scenario, also be referring to me as a man and my dead name?
Yeah. You'd be his little boyfriend, his little twink boyfriend.
No, that cannot be. That simply is not allowed. I refuse to imagine a world where that is the case. I don't care if I'm given $1 billion fucking dollars. I don't give a shit.
That's so funny. That's so much of an emotionally grinding force for the both of you. It's just not wanting to be called the wrong thing by your partners. That's sort of sweet. I suppose. It didn't come to my mind, to be completely honest with you.
That's just crazy to me. I mean, you have multiple girlfriends. How would you feel if they were all like?
If I was just their little boyfriend.
Oh my god, that's sickening.
I mean, I would hate it, but I was out on this from the get-go, you know? Like, I was turning it down before I even got to that point in the thought experiment, to be honest with you. I would, even if I didn't have any girlfriends, separated from, like, the, like, social implications of us and my social life in LA right now, I wouldn't do it regardless. I don't want to be a fucking boy, even if I am a, like, cute little skirt go spinny type pet play twink.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
I mean, I agree. I think the boyfriend bit adds another dimension of horribleness to it.
Like, you don't want to be a boyfriend?
No. But, like, that's not the sole. Like, obviously, just because we already talked about, like, I don't want to be, like, a femboy and still be treated, like, as a man and the rest of my life. No, that sucks. I'm not doing that.
So in the end, we all arrived in exactly the same place. We're lighting $1 billion on fire so that we can keep being trans.
I feel kind of bad. I
feel good, actually. I felt bad at the start, but now that we're all we have, like, fucking conviction, you know? Like, we're serious about this shit.
Well, let some other self-sacrificing trans person do it for us, and we can have all the money.
That is what a bad person would say about this situation.
Surely someone
That
else
is what
would
a
do it.
selfish person would say.
I would say, friend, I'm so grateful for your sacrifice to the trans community. You are a good person.
Certified ally.
That's crazy, actually.
Demoted from fellow trans person to ally.
I think if it was someone you knew and you saw them detransition for money, you would feel bad.
I'd be like, Come on. But then I'd be like, are you giving that out?
Like, money, yeah, where's the money going, though? Where's the paper trail?
Because if they're not giving it out, then they're a bad person.
I hate when we have to talk about morality. Am I a bad person if I choose to detransition and I buy a party house in Malibu and let every tranny I can find just rail drugs and fuck and rave until we all die?
But you're detransitioned?
But I'm a fucking Amazon Basics twink.
I feel like you'd still have a lot of money left over even after
Not the way I do it. I still wouldn't do it. Even for the greatest fucking party, bender, rave, fucking hedonistic tranny fest in the world. If I can't be one of the trannies participating in it, fuck off.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Imagine if your friend does it and throws this party. Wouldn't you be so happy?
But I don't want any of my friends to detransition.
It'd have to be someone...
I like my friends the very transsexual way that they are.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
You know?
It's like when people are like the other hypothetical where it's like press a button and a person dies.
Right.
It's like press a button and one of your friends detransitions.
There would be an underlying hurt in interacting with anyone I know who was forced to detransition for any reason, even $1 billion. It would be soured by the process, you know? It's so melancholic.
Yeah, I'd be sad.
Of course.
There'd be a pale shadow hanging over the party in their incredible mansion.
Literally.
Great Gatsby style.
Yeah.
That's actually what happened in Great Gatsby. It's just all in the subtext.
It's actually a transition
Whoa.
narrative.
That
It's
would...
actually a
Whoa.
detransition narrative.
Somebody get on this.
Any other thoughts on detransitioning?
Oh my god, I just got paid.
Whoa.
Cha-ching! Got paid and didn't even have to detransition.
Isn't that awesome?
That's really funny. I don't want to dox when we're recording this because I'll be embarrassed at how long it takes us to get these episodes out. But what a funny time to get paid.
I know, that's awesome.
Cha-ching! Well, we're going to go buy a mansion in Malibu and go on a bender. If you are hearing this episode and we made it out the other end. Transition intact.
Except for one really sad person there.
Except
For one really good ally.
I just, like, even if they were like, it's cool, I would be like, I've seen you as a fucking doll. I can't. Like, it would just make me personally very upset. I am upset broadly at the thought that there will ever be less trans people in the world than there are now.
More.
More. We gotta forcibly transition more people immediately. You post on Libs of TikTok for saying that.
We need DEI for making more trans people.
Agreed.
I don't know. We need woke.
We need woke, period.
Agreed. If Azealia Banks turns, first of all, tragedy. It's going to be really sad. If I ever see her tweet anything transphobic again, it's going to be really upsetting.
It also wouldn't be a surprise, at least for me.
We brought it up, you know? That's how unsurprising it would be. I don't think I would stop listening to her music. I'm not sure what she could do that would make me stop listening to her music. I'll stop listening to a man's music.
Well, I was gonna say, like, is this like Kanye, but for, like, the dolls?
I mean, I still listen to Yeezus.
I'm not sure I would... First of all, I wouldn't compare anyone's... Kanye is, like, resetting the standard for crashing out right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think I'm still going to listen to No More Parties in LA. So maybe that's the real judge of a terrible person, is no matter what Azealia Banks says, I'm going to she made 212 my way out of it and keep hitting that stream button. To cynicism.
To art.
To separating.
No, I don't know.
Okay, I think that's all I have to say. Lex won't let me say what you should separate and from whom.
Nope.
Good night from the Brain Frot podcast.
Good
Mwah.
night.
Bye.
Bye.